Today, we're going to talk about a major shift in how buyers discover, compare, and choose solutions. Answer Engine Optimizations, or AEO. My name is Coco Orellana, Sales Specialist at HubSpot. Think for a moment about your ideal customer. They have a problem your company is perfectly positioned to solve. Just a couple of years ago, that customer would have gone to Google, searched for a keyword, and clicked through your website. Your SEO strategy was doing the job. But today, buyers' behavior have changed dramatically. That same customer now opens tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, or Gemini and asks a direct question. What are the best CRM solutions for small businesses in Ireland, for example? And AI then returns a definitive answer, not the traditional list of links. And if your brand is not mentioned in that answer, then for that buyer, you're effectively invisible. You have lost the sale opportunity before you even knew it existed. This is where AEO comes in play. It's no longer only about ranking number one in Google. It is about becoming the answer that AI recommends. So today, I want to show you how HubSpot AEO tool helps you identify your visibility gaps and, more importantly, close them. Perfect. So this is the AEO. Here, I'm going to navigate to Marketing and then click in AEO. The first part I'm going to show you is the prompts. So this is all the prompts that AI is going to be looking at. And it's going to be looking for citation and visibility. It's going to see if your brand is being mentioned. So for example, if we navigate to one in English, number 3, here I can see that my brand is being mentioned. That's not in English, but this one is. So I can see my brand is being mentioned, and it's being mentioned in ChatGPT, it's being mentioned in Perplexity, and it's being mentioned in Gemini. So this is good. This is what you really want. This is the place where you're gonna get. But in order to get here, you need to create content, and that content needs to follow certain structure. But HubSpot makes it easy. You don't have to dedicate a whole marketing team to create this complex content with a complex structure. What you do here is you add the prompts. These prompts are going to be searched every day by HubSpot AEO, and it's going to show you the recommendations. But before we jump into the recommendations, now I'm going to navigate to the dashboard, and here is where you can see the brand visibility. Here's where you can see if your brand is being mentioned and how is it being compared with your competitors. So for example, I can see here HubSpot is being cited 29%. I can see all the citations, 332, and that's going to be to the prompts that I added here earlier. So I can compare my visibility against my competitors, but I can also see what are the channels that are being cited more on the answers, right? Then, if we move to citations, I can see here how many times I'm being cited. So this is going to be a reflection of the content that I'm creating. And I can see the domains. I can see what is the content that is being cited, because I can see which content is actually working and which one is not, right? And last but not least, here I can see the recommendations. So here, HubSpot is recommending me based on the previous citation and what is being talked about today. What is the content that I need to create? And here I can see it's suggesting me to create this content. In this case, is a guide and it's a blog article, and it tells me everything. So for example, this is a summary, this is the title, this is the target audience, and the keywords that I should use. So this is perfect, but if I just leave it there and I don't use the part that connects everything, the content hub, now the content, what's happening is I need to go and create that content by myself. So this is again still a manual process, but HubSpot brings it to the next level. Here you can see that it helps you generate that blog post just in a few clicks. And after I create that, I'm going to be cited more, and I'm going to have a better brand visibility. So we saw how you can track all the prompts. Either you add them manually or you generate them with AI, where you can measure your AEO visibility, how you're being cited through the different channels, and how you can create this content easily. So before you needed a full marketing team for this, now small businesses with 1 or 2 people can do this. They have all the tools on their hands. So let's get back. In summary, AEO shows you the gap, but HubSpot gives you the tools to close it. Other solutions in the market often force you to work across multiple disconnected tools, slowing execution down by weeks or even months. With HubSpot, visibility, strategy, and execution live in the same place. This means if you identify a visibility gap in the morning, you can start creating and publishing the content to address it that same afternoon. That speed is what will help your brand win the AI-driven search era. So the question is your brand currently invisible to AI? You can start by trying our free AEO grader for a quick diagnosis, and we can discuss as well how to activate continuous tracking for your team. Thank you so much.